Hello to everyone who might be watching, maybe just me. But so today I want to just talk about something and be able to just relate all my feelings about this topic. It's gonna be a random topic because I just tend to have an issue with talking about topics that I do not personally feel passionate about, at least at that moment in time. Like, if, for example, dogs or pets or uh, sports. There are a lot of different topics that I do not feel passionate about, and I can't say a single thing about them. So today I'll try to break that out of that. This is part of a series of topics. Kind of want to do this at least once a week, but we will see. I'm gonna find get a random topic generator or something. Yeah. What do I do for fun? It's stupid. Do I like to cook? Alright, this is a pretty nice question. I know it feels like just a general topic about anything, but anyways, this is conversationstarters.com, so shout out to them. Alright, so do I like to cook? Yeah, so you're just gonna be looking at my ugly mug and my terribly friggin' it's too long of hair that I have to cut. Anyways, do I like to cook? I do like to cook. I'd say that I find it very zen. I'm taking a quote from a Simpsons comic I read once, where it was like Bart, the impersonator of Bart. Bart had switched places with this actor who looked exactly like him, Biff something. And so Biff, who was impersonating as Bart in the Simpsons household, said that washing dishes was zen. So, yeah, that's trying to find a good camera angle that's better to see my gestures. So yeah, I think cooking is zen is because there's a set sort of pattern to follow, just like with washing dishes. It's like you get your ingredients out, you prepare them, cut them up, mix the eggs, etc. And then get ready all the spices you're gonna need. Preparation could take a long time, but usually for the stuff that I cook, I don't really use a lot of. There's not a lot of preparation involved, just because I'm lazy, I guess. And then finally putting it on the pan or in the pot and just starting the cooking process. And I guess what I like best about cooking is that I can experiment with like just random flavors that I want to try out and see if they like mix well together. Like, can't really think of an example. I mean, one time, I have a lot of, actually, because living in a first world country, we always have just like endless amounts of food in the house. Like there's just like food everywhere in a first world household. And so like, okay, we had a Tootsie lollipop. I had 5 of them from a while ago, a few months ago. I got them. I don't remember how. But so I had a cherry flavored one, and so when I was boiling some spinach, if you've never eaten cooked spinach before, you should definitely check it out. All those people who only eat spinach in salad, definitely please check it out. Just saying because you're missing out. But okay, yeah, because the way I grew up in a Chinese American household, spinach, came out on the stalks, pulled straight from the ground. And it wasn't just like the leaves, nicely already washed for you and stuff. It was the whole stalk. Anyway, but I was using my roommate who is quite gentrified. His family is very gentrified, I feel like. Anyways, he just eats spinach in salad. And so I took his spinach and I wanted to boil it because I wanted to eat the way that I wanted to. I like food warmed up, and yeah, if you think it takes away the minerals and vitamins, alright, good for you. I personally, I just like warmed up food, I guess. And so I tossed the spinach in the pot, boiling water. And then so what I did with the lollipop is I put it in the pot and I stirred it up. And I mean, I used the lollipop to stir the spinach. And letting all the cherry flavors drip into, dissolve into the pot of water. And I mean, I wanted to try what it'll taste like. I mean, but it tastes exactly like how I thought it would, like medicine, cherry flavored medicine. And it was gross, but I ate it. I'm not super picky, but it was gross. I mean, it's like, even if the food is not the best tasting food in the world, I'll eat it. That's what I'm saying. And so that probably helps with cooking a lot, because like you can be more, you're not as averse to experimenting with your ingredients. What else can I say? So yeah, I like cooking because I can experiment. I guess I also like cooking because I am the main contributor to like what I'm gonna eat. So it's nice to like just know what every single thing that's going into the food. Sometimes, if you like, you're sort of like a control freak. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a control freak, but I mean, I guess I have to. It's not a huge, super important thing for cooking for me, but I mean, I do understand that feeling of like, yeah, I have control over this thing that I created. I mean, okay, well, cooking, I'm a college student, and cooking in college can be, I mean, obviously it's pretty much a lot of first world kids, like first introduction to cooking, or like first major introduction to cooking, like basically I cook every day, basically, maybe every other day. When I can snag a free meal, but man, this video is going a long time because I have a lot to say, I just gotta learn to get the ideas out. Alright, so I'm okay. So yeah, in college, like, you're on your own, you have to cook. And so sometimes it could be a pain, but at the same time, like, I don't really see the conditions improving as I get older. Like, I don't see the process of like, I have to cook again, getting any better. Another thing I would say, so that's just the college side of cooking. So that's kind of like a negative side to cooking that I see. And it's always nice cooking with your favorite ingredients, of course. Like I love eggs, and so when I get eggs, like eggs can go with everything in breakfast foods, for one. So weird. It's like two of my roommates are just so gentrified, and they just eat cereal for breakfast. Like it weirds me out. It's like, how can you only eat cereal for breakfast? It's just cold, and like you can't the same thing every day. You know, like I eat cereal too, but like once a week. Sorry, my leg was itchy. That's why I was bending down there. um, so yeah, I when I was growing up, I always ate something with eggs for breakfast, whether it be like French toast or waffles or pancakes or like hard-boiled eggs or scrambled eggs. And in my household, we always ate something with eggs for breakfast, pretty much. Just like or like eggs in oatmeal. My mom was a big she loved that. I personally thought it was kind of weird, but like I just ate it. I just got used to it. You should definitely try it if you're interested. And also, another interesting thing about cooking is that, as I said, like you have to be like not averse to experimenting. Otherwise, how is it going to be fun for you? Like I think the fun in cooking really, yeah, is to just be creative and just like try out random stuff. Like that's the fun of cooking. If you don't find that fun, yeah, cooking is not going to be any fun for you. I really can't think of another like super like compelling reason to like love cooking besides experimenting. Like, can't think of anything. Oh man, there's one more topic I wanted to talk about. One more side of this. I'll tell you what. One recent time that I really liked my cooking, you know, compared to that other time with the spinach. One time I cooked French toast. It was my first time cooking French toast in my apartment here, and so yeah, I tried cinnamon because I knew that like restaurants and like you know the hoity-toity recipes for French toast always have cinnamon. So I was like, all right, I'll try it out. You know the usual ingredients, of course: eggs, get out the bread, um, uh, sugar, milk. I think those are pretty much all the ingredients that you need for French toast. And so yeah, I added cinnamon for the first time. When I was growing up, we had French toast like once a month, so it was pretty common. I think we mostly ate it when I was little because it was a way to use bread. Because in our household we rarely used like sliced bread, but we always had it. You know, I think because it's just like an easy source of grain. That's why my mom liked it. So then French toast was what we had to finish up the bread. Yeah, so I knew the process very well, and I started mixing everything up, the eggs, then added the milk, the sugar, and then finally the cinnamon. And then I only used 2 eggs, maybe 3 eggs, I can't really remember. But like I really okay, I remember my last topic. I'll remember it. And it came out really good. Like it tasted awesome, you know, with the maple syrup, of course. But it tasted great. It tasted exactly like what the restaurant would give you, I think. Except I feel like I should have used more eggs and you know, get a better like covering on each side of the French toast. Besides that, it tasted good. So that's my most recent thing that I'm proud of cooking. Yeah, eggs are like my favorite food. Alright, so the last thing I want to talk about is why didn't I use more eggs for the French toast? I mean, I had cooked French toast many times before with my family. Why did I not use more? And that is because the last thing about cooking, besides experimenting, that will make you love it, is that it's a group thing. You cook in a group with like more people than just yourself. If you cook by yourself, it's super boring. Or if you cook only for yourself, it's like super boring. Because one, you can only have so many dishes. You can only make so many dishes. Like 2 pretty much max. 2, it's a lot more work if not someone else is not helping you cook. And 3, it's just more merry, you know? The more the merrier, right? Yeah, cooking is a very, in my opinion, a very communal experience. Like you're cooking by yourself, man, or just cooking for yourself. It's just not fun. It's just like the saddest. It's one of the saddest things in the world, kind of. And I've done a lot of that here in this apartment. This is gonna come off pretty sad, but I'm gonna say it. I have 3 roommates, 3 apartment mates, but they're never home or something during dinner, so it's like I always end up cooking for myself. It's not like I like I'm like, if you don't tell me whether you're coming home, I'm not cooking for you. Like I always make the effort to try to ask them to like, come home and eat, or I just ask them like, are you coming home to eat? Just to make it feel like I'm inviting them instead of just like sort of ignoring them or something. But they never come home and eat, and it's really weird compared to my sister, who is like, she tells me that her and her 3 roommates always are home to eat at 7, which is like about the right time to eat, right? So yeah, cooking is more fun with more people. Yeah, I mean, I just thought of the Filthy Frank video, hair cake or vomit cake, where it's Filthy Frank and 2 other YouTubers make a cake out of like hair or vomit. There's 2 videos, so it's one for hair, one for vomit. Yeah, those videos are funny, but it's like sort of a presentation of how making food, cooking with other people can be very entertaining. It's a good time to like talk about this stuff, yeah, I don't know. I feel like my roommates don't think of it like that. I don't know. Alright, so that's my topic for the day. It went way too long. I should try to keep it to less than 15 minutes, but thank you for watching.